Guys, this is NSL Weekly Podcast. This is episode 13, going strong. The league is finally started. We don't have to make predictions and guess anymore. We got some games in. Today we got Dom, our newest admin member. He got promoted last night. Nick had to step down due to time issues. He doesn't have time at the moment. But Dom is our new admin. So welcome, Dom, at the Bucks. If you have any questions, you can also go to him. I'm sure he can help. Jeff here as the Bears, as always. Jug, our always admin. He's still here. And we got a new member today. He's a new to the league and new to the podcast. He played his first games last week. Pink, what's up, man, of the Colts?
What's going on, bro? Thank you for having me today.
Oh, no problem, man. Anybody's welcome in the podcast. I tell people that all the time. Nobody wants to join. You know, I guess some people are afraid to get on camera. I mean, just a bunch of detail. Today we're going to go over some games we played last week, as well as go over some predictions for the next couple of weeks. We're not going to go over every game, but we're going to try and hit some big games. All right, first thing, the league seems to be having some issue running the ball. Quite a few of us. Some people are having not so much problems. I think those people are running a lot of tosses. I don't know. I haven't played the games, but it seems like I personally am getting hit in the backfield quite often on anything up the middle. My real chances are counters and maybe a toss here or there. Bring my yards per average, yards per run total up from 1 point something to 3 point something. I'm still only averaging 3. What are your thoughts on it, Dom? How are you running the ball?
Man, it's not looking good for me. I knew it was going to be a tough challenge because I have one of the shittier offensive lines in the league, but I mean, I'm not even getting to 50 yards rushing. You know, I got a couple games. The last game I had, if I'd have been able to run a little bit, score would have been a little bit better than it was. But I wasn't able to take no time off the clock because running the ball was just like, it was pretty much wasting a play, So.
I agree with that. That's part of the problem I have right now is, like, I like to run, but it's not really it's not a play. It's just a loss. It's either a loss or no gain. So, how about you, Jeff? You also, I saw your stats from your last game played. I think I had something like 30 carries or 29 carries, 30 yards total.
Yeah, it was bad. Forte had like 26 carries, 29 yards, if that. It was like every time I went to hand the ball off, there was a guy right there in the backfield ready to hit me. And I mean, my offensive line isn't great, but it's not that bad where every time I go to run the ball, I'm getting hit.
Yeah.
The only, like you were saying, the only run plays that seem to work are tosses, and then every so often inside zone out of shotgun will work.
Yeah, that's also another play that seems to work in this match.
But other than that, it just seems like I'm getting hit every time.
Jug, your stats aren't as bad as everybody else's, I think. But you're still under 4 yards per carry, I believe. You're something like 3.8. How about you?
It's been tough, man. I do run a little bit out of the shotgun, and that kind of helps me out. I've gotten some pretty big plays off of just stick. Sometimes, I'm breaking a tackle or I'm timing a guy and I'm juking him. But it has been tough. A lot of people are getting to the back. They're breaking through my line as soon as I hand it off, and it has been tough. But I've managed to get some yards here and there.
Yeah. Pink, I don't think I've looked at your stats. How about you? How have you been running the ball?
Not so well. I was contemplating just a minute ago, leaves for Frank Go, man. I played some pretty tough defenses. I played Buffalo first week. They got a great defensive line. I just played the Jets earlier today, and they got another front four that's stout. So I don't know if it's either just the settings or if I just play a pretty good defense. So right now, running the ball has not been great for me as well.
Okay. I just want everybody in the league to know that's watching this. It is something we're looking into maybe getting a little bit better because it seems right now most of the games, I'd say about 75% of them are one-sided. There are some people that have been able to break off runs. Lacey, I don't know how, but he's still
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Nasty ass offensive line.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a good offensive line.
I thought they had a nice line.
No, his line.
They got a bad line.
If anything, they've got a decent run blocking line and a terrible pass blocking line.
Yeah. But
Marshawn Lynch just carries everybody 8 yards down the field. and then bust out of it.
I can't even get to the line of scrimmage just to start carrying people. But
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. Everybody's 5 yards in my backfield.
I just want everybody to know it is something we're looking into. It's if we see something that's off in the league, it's something we're gonna address. We're also trying to see what the timing is to get the yardage and everything, the realistic stats. So right now we've had 200-yard rushers last week out of the entire league, which is crazy. That's not really, and like Dom said, it's at points it's a wasted play. Like, man, I could run on first down and be a 2nd and 9 at best, or I could try something. Man, a screen is better than a run. Still an easy play.
That's a good amount of the reason why I got to be real pass happy in my first game. I mean, the Bears defense, which is one of the worst run stopping defenses in the league, held Eddie Lacy to 0 yards on 12 carries or something like that, which is damn near impossible. So
crazy.
I mean that's
Yeah, you think he'd fall forward for at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's definitely something I just want the league to know we're looking into. So it's not we don't just turn a blind eye. We're always going to be trying to improve and get to a perfect sim place. Okay, let's go over some of the games from week 1 or week 2 that you played that were pretty memorable. Dom, you played week 1 the Titans, but the guys kicked. So did you play week 2 yet?
Yeah, I played week 2.
Go ahead and go over your week 2.
Yeah, finished off 21 to 24. I won. Gotta say, I did get a little lucky because he shanked the hell out of a field goal. So it should have been a tie game. We should have went to OT. But at the same time, I mean, halftime I was up 21-7, and I couldn't run the ball. Couldn't put the game away. Silver lining out of all that, I don't know how, but my offensive line was able to pass protect. Jameis Winston ended up putting up a perfect passer rating, so I'm kind of pumped about that, even though he got no XP for it. But I was still pretty pumped.
That's pretty good. When we played, I think we played once, and Jamie just could not throw an accurate pass.
No, he couldn't throw anything. Now, I mean, he still can't throw a deep ball. Everything just goes out of bounds. But mid-range, getting a little bit better, working him up, little by little. My boy Duke Johnson made his appearance, 1 touch, 81-yard touchdown. Loving that.
Game.
Go Canes.
Was it on a toss?
That's right. Nah. The only green pass I ran, 81-yard touchdown.
Damn.
So,
right, Jeff,
my Hurricanes and.
Oh yeah. Well, we know you're collecting Hurricanes, man. We know you paid the price. You haven't gotten Andre Johnson yet. That's the only thing I'm surprised.
Yeah, you can come. Yeah, we can talk about that.
Now I want the other one.
Yeah, so is a lot of people.
Antonio Holmes?
Devin Hester?
Nah.
Right? Devin Hester?
Nah, Holmes ain't from the U. He grew up in Miami, but he went to Ohio State. He's a traitor.
My fault. Yeah, you're right. That's how it was. All right, Jeff, you played 2 games so far. You seem to be intercepting. You're 1-1 playing the Packers.
Yeah.
You seem to be taking that middle linebacker role seriously. It was 7 interceptions in 2 games with 1 guy.
That's crazy.
I just keep getting tested a lot. It's like this last game specifically, I had 5 INTs in it, and it was like it wasn't like all of them I was like right on the guy and they threw it. There were 3 of them I had to make a pretty like really good play. Like I kind of like baited him into it, then I ran over and just kind of went, "Oh hey, here, I'll take that from you." But I mean, the score of that second game was not like. It doesn't actually show how good of a game it was, because like at the beginning of the game it started out like 14, or he scored first, and then I threw a bomb to Kevin White on 3rd and long. Kevin White's second touchdown of the year, the only 2 bombs I've ever completed so far. I don't know. It's been tough running the ball, and it's been easy stopping the run.
Okay, fair enough, Jug.
Yeah.
Your games you played. Oh well, you've only played 1 game, haven't you?
Yeah. I came in and I finished the game against the Falcons, and it was a pretty good game. I mean, the guy was able to run the ball on me. I think he picked up 138 on me, which just is sad. But he has a really dope running back, and he's patient in the run game. He pounded it. We made a push. We were close. I mean, Odell played his game, and he got a lot of yards. I threw one interception, which hurt because that probably won him the game. It was a good game, but I definitely left a lot out there, and I should have closed it by making plays earlier. I try to take the top off his defense late, and I should have done it earlier. But it was a good game though. I can't remember the score.
Pink, you played what, one game so far?
2 games. I just got done again right before this podcast.
Okay. You played. So who have you played? You played the Bills first. Who did you play this week?
I played the Jets owner. I'm not sure what his game tag was, but
Skag. Okay. So you played Skag. How were your games?
the first game, man, I was getting used to you guys. I don't have no scouting report on y'all yet. Getting that in the memory bank. But I played the Bills. I try to do playbook. I've been using the same playbook all preseason. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try something different, and I regret it as soon as the game started because the plays I was used to using weren't there. He had pretty good defense. It came down to 17-all. I tied it up with like 2 minutes left, and he came down, think and dunked me, and he kicked the game-winning field goal with about 5 seconds left. So I lost a heartbreaker in Buffalo. But we came back home for the home opener, played the Jets. And we had a pretty good game in the first half. Second half, man, Andrew Luck just went to work, and he finished with 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns.
Woo.
So I did my thing. In Indianapolis today. So we're getting back on track this week.
Okay. I've played 2 games so far. I consider 2 very tough opponents. One in Lamarck and one in McGibb. I would have been happy to start 1-1 with win over either of them, but I ended up 2-0. Game against Lamarck, I pretty much dominated on defense till the end of the game. I was up 17-3, and then the fourth quarter he just started coming back on me. And it's hard to chew the clock when you don't have a run game. So I was pretty anemic there as just trying to win, and I think Kaepernick ended up being Kaepernick and overthrowing some passes, and ended up just winning based off of Kaepernick's inability to throw a ball. Against against McGibb, I actually had a really good defensive game in that too, but that was pass defense. Stafford threw 4 interceptions, 2 of them to Terrence Newman, and it was a close game. I only won by 7, and I didn't have a turnover, so that tells you just how good his defense was compared to mine. One of my scores was actually a pick 6, so offensively we scored the same amount. Bridgewater's 4 touchdowns, no interceptions in 2 games, so he's being a game manager, not making mistakes, throwing 2 touchdowns. So I don't really have any issues. I feel like I've been playing a pretty good playing old school defense, just win the game in a close game. Even though my field goal kicker's terrible. All right, we're going to go over some games of the week here, see who we think is going to win. Lacey versus the Packers owner. This is this week, supposed to happen. Who do you got, Dom? Packers owner beat Jeff now, so. And Lacey lost to... Who lose to last week? He lost to somebody.
Lacey lost to the Rams owner?
Yeah, that's what it was. Lacey lost.
Yeah, the Rams.
Yep, so who do you got?
Lacey was trying to keep it realistic.
Trying to be sim.
got Dom.
That's a tough one. I don't know how the Packers guy plays, but I mean, just going off teams, I mean, Lacey's got the better up and down team, of course, but I mean, if the Packers guy can find any sort of run game going, I think it'll be tough for him. But I'm going to have to go with Lacey.
Okay, fair enough. Jeff?
Having played them both, I mean, Lacey I played in 15, haven't really played him in 16 yet. I'm gonna go with Lacey. Lacey's defense is way too good. I mean, I was able to shut down Eddie Lacy with the Bears defense, and Rodgers still only passed for like I think 200 and something yards against me. So I mean, it was a tough game, like for me up against the Packers. I mean, I ended up blowing it myself. I threw a pick six near the end of the game, and I lost 17-10. So comes down to that, and I just think Lacey with the superior team's gonna end up winning it.
Okay. Jug?
I haven't played the Packers yet. I mean, I don't think I've played the Packers yet. But judging on the fact that he had 0 yards with Eddie Lacy against the Bears, I'm definitely going with Seattle because that means you have to pass against Seattle. And Kerry Williams, he's tough. Cam Chancellor's not holding out on the game, so I'm choosing that he's gonna have to pass the ball, and that's the last thing I want to do is have to pass to Seattle.
Okay, you got Lacey then. Jug? Or you just Jug? Pink?
I have seen Lacey. I'm just going by reputation alone. Everybody says he's got a stout defense. I'm not sure what happened in this game with the Rams, so he's gonna probably be looking for a little redemption, get his team on track. But I caught a little bit of that Packers game on the screen when he's playing Jeff, and he looked like he was doing what he was doing when it came to the passing game. So if he continued what he was doing the other day, I think he might give himself a chance. So, but I'm gonna take Jeff just based on reputation right now. But I won't be surprised if we have upset.
Okay, fair enough. The other game this week I'd like to talk about, it's the game of the week on Daddy Leagues. Somehow the Dolphins got 2 game of the weeks in a row. It's in prime time now. Dolphins versus the Jags. That's H2O versus HD. Should be a pretty good game. What do you got, Dom?
I don't think I played against either one of them, but you guys tout HD, so I'm gonna have to go with him.
Okay, fair enough. Jeff?
I'm in the same boat as Dom. I haven't played either one of these guys yet. I didn't really get to see any H2O scores, but I saw HD's score from last week, and he blew out who he played, so I'm going to go with HD.
Okay. Jug, I know you played both these guys.
Yeah, I played them. Right now, I think it's a little early in the season. I haven't seen HD pull any trades off or put his team together yet, so I'm going to go with...
on the scoreboard last week, though, with Blake Bortles.
Man, I played him.
Damn.
And I know he's a savage, but I'm going to take the upset.
Okay, you're taking the upset. So who's the upset? H2O?
To me, HD losing is an upset. So yeah.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah.
You're taking H2O. Okay. Who do you got, Pink? I know you.
He's in my division, so but just on that alone, I hope he loses. So I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with HD too. I think HD probably has the better chance here. Some week 3 games that are interesting. Looks like it'll be the Cowboys and the Falcons will both be 1-1. Who do we got on that, Don?
I'm gonna take the Falcons, man. If he was able to run on Jug like he did, and I mean I've tried running on Jug. It's not an easy task, man. So if he can do that, I'm gonna go with him.
Okay, Jeff.
I think I'm going with Falcons too. Falcons has been playing his games. Nick hasn't really been playing as much, like we said last week, and I think Falcons is going to end up winning this one.
Okay, fair enough. Jug?
I need Nick to lose, so let's go Falcons.
Okay, Pink, who you got?
I'm going to make it unanimous. Yeah, I don't think he's been playing. I don't know if he's been getting his games played. Had 16, so I still think he's still learning the nuances of the game and whatnot. And the Falcons guy, I know he's pretty. He went pretty deep in the playoff run, so I think I like his chances winning that one as well.
I'm gonna go against the grain here. Nick just beat the Eagles. I don't know if y'all knew that or not.
I didn't know that.
I think he's ready to take Madden 16 seriously. Come hard to the paint this week. I'm gonna go with the upset, Nick. One only guy gonna pick against him. But Steelers at Rams next week. That should be a good one. Both undefeated as of now. They both have a yet to play week 2 game. But Griff versus the Gator dude. So, Dom?
Well, if everything goes to plan, Gator Dude's gonna have a new weapon. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Griff. He's just got too much talent on that offense, and the Rams, they've got a great D line. Their linebackers are kind of slow if he's starting Laurinaitis and Ogletree and Ayers, I think his name is, the third guy. And they're really kind of lacking in the secondary. So if Griff can put the ball in the air and his line can protect him, I think he's going to win this one.
Okay, Pink, who you got?
Well, I don't know if y'all saw the stats last week. He threw 5 picks with Big Ben. So if that continues, this Rams guy, like he had the upset in the first week already. So and he's got DeMarcus Ware. He's got another trade we don't know about yet. So that sounds like it's a major weapon coming in as well. So I'm gonna take the Rams in upset.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Griff. I got faith in Griff. He plays rough games, but he always pulls them out. Finds ways to win. That's all I ask. Hey, I played some terrible games, but finding ways to win, that's a trait you can't teach. So we'll go Griff. We'll go to the next week. The next week, week 4. This will be the week right before our next podcast. We got some pretty good games here. Bo versus Jeff. That's a game I'm pretty interested in. Dom, who you got?
Well, I haven't played either one, but I've seen a little bit of Jeff on Twitch, so I'm gonna go with Jeff. I mean, especially with him playing out of his mind with Shea McClellan.
Shea McClellan's killing it, guys.
7 picks in 2 games is ridiculous. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick him.
Jeff, who you got? Yourself?
Yeah, I'm going with me. I mean, I saw what happened when Bo played up against Carson, and last time I played Carson, it was a real close game against him, but I ended up pulling it out and winning. And I mean, both rosters really aren't that great. I think his might actually be a little bit better than mine in Madden. I'm not sure, but I feel like right around week 4 is when I'm going to start on the upswing and really start winning games.
Okay, Jug, who you got?
I'm definitely gonna take the Bears. The Raiders are a good team, and I know that this man knows how to use that team, but the Bears are going to control the middle of the field, and they're going to shut down the run game. So, I mean, it's gonna be rough for the Raiders to really move the ball.
Fair enough. Pink, who you got, man?
Yeah, I'm taking Jeff as well. I think the Raiders guy right now is having a little tough start right now, and like you said, he's playing out his mind like he's Brian Urlacher Jr. over there with McClellan. So I think motherfucker might have 15 interceptions this season. So I'm gonna take the Bears in that one.
Okay. Now what I would consider interdivision, interconference rival in and out of real life. A game I'm very interested in: Panthers versus Bucks. Dom, cousin, who you got, Dom?
You know I'm going with me, man. That's my boy. We have some battles, man. When I first joined the last league that we were all in together, he welcomed me quite harshly.
Yeah, he played. Rob played considerably better than you in the last Madden, or at least in the league.
Yeah, he did. But in our other league, I was whooping that ass. When I had my team and I had my team all built up the way I liked it. I'm gonna go with me. You know, I gotta hope Keekly gets dysentery or something. You know, week for the game. But yeah, I'm gonna go with me.
Okay, fair enough. Jeff, who you got? Rob versus.
If Dom gets all of his hurricanes by that week, I'm going with Dom. But seriously, yeah, I think Dom will do it. I mean, it depends on that Panthers front 7 against Dom's O-line. We'll see how that works out. But I think his receivers are just too good.
Doug, you got to pick someone, man.
I got to pick. We can skip me this time.
No.
Go quick.
Okay, look. I'll say it like this. If Dom does the trade that he's supposed to do with the Rams, if he does that before he plays Rob, he loses. If he plays Rob with his team right now, he wins.
Oh, wow. You think the trade is actually going to hurt his team?
Against Rob, yes.
Okay, fair enough. Pink, I don't think I don't know. Not you played either one of them. It's
No,
a
I
big
haven't.
game.
Yeah, I'm just going based on what I've seen and what I've looked at stats-wise, what I've heard around the league. I'm going to go with Dom. He's pretty much balling right now. He's got Jameis. I hope he doesn't trade Reggie Jackson like he gets some good pieces for him, but so I know that's probably the trade that Jug's talking about. But anyways, if he keeps Richard Jackson and Mike Evans together with ASJ, I think he should take that game.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to go with Dom, too, mainly because I think Dom's on a roll right now. He's finding ways to win. I just talked about it, finding ways to win. I didn't pick a last game either. I'm going to pick Jeff over Oakland. So I'm going to go with Dom, too. I think he's finding ways to win right now, and that's what's important. Packers versus this week is actually filled with really good games. Packers versus the 49ers. Mark versus the Packers, who are both 49ers stumbled at coming out of the gate against me, but he is a dominant opponent. I got faith in him to win. I'm going with the 49ers in that one. Who do you got, Dom? Dom is gone. Who do you got, Jeff?
I think I'm going to go with 49ers in that one. I mean, I want the Packers to lose just because, interdivision, but I haven't really played Lamar, so based off of what I know of the Packers, I can't really pick against or for him when I don't know how Lamar plays. But okay. Lamar it is.
Lamar plays good. He runs the ball. He's like the real 49ers. Runs the ball, plays good defense. Jug, who do you got, man? Have you played Lamar?
I've played them both.
Okay, who you got?
No, I haven't played the Packers. But I have played Lamar. Lamar's a beast, but I think that his weaknesses on his team are going to shine this game, and the Packers are going to pass over him. And I think the Packers will win.
Okay. Hank, I know who you got.
Well, yeah, he's my brother, so, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care if he wins or loses, but, uh-oh. So here?
No,
yeah. Oh, okay, I saw somebody left. Okay, but, yeah, if he comes out and he passes the ball, he's going to run, he's going to play good defense. The biggest thing, if he can get his receivers in, Brenner Davis in, he can win any game because he plays all his D. So I'm going to take him in that game. I'm going to take the 49ers.
Okay. We got two more games we're going to go over. The Lions versus the Seahawks. That ought to be a good one. Gibb versus Lee. Yeah, that's... Who you got, Jeff?
I'm going with Lacey for the same reason I went with Lamar. I need Gibb to lose, just like I need you guys to start losing out. But no, I think Lacey's going to end up winning this one just because it's going to end up probably being a defensive battle because the Lions, even though they did lose Sue and Fairley, still have a really pretty good defensive team. If the running issues still aren't fixed, Lacey might have a problem against him, but I still got a feeling that Lacey's going to end up pulling that one out.
Okay, Jug?
That's a close one, man. I might have to take the Lions by 3.
Lions by 3. Okay, who you got, Pink?
Probably going to go with Lacey now. One Lions, if he gets Calvin Johnson going on, I don't know. Is he starting Abdullah, or is he still running with Joe Bell at running back?
He starts Abdullah.
Okay.
Actually, he does both of them. He runs a little bit.
Pretty well. Well, I haven't seen Calvin Johnson blow up yet. If he can get Calvin Johnson going in the game, I don't know if he's moving around or whatnot against Sherman or whatnot, but I'm going to probably take Lacey. If he's got that style D going in that game, it might be a little tough. Stafford's good for an overthrow pass here and there for a couple picks.
All right. I'm going to go Gibb. Lacey's stumbling until Lacey has a great team, but he's got, I don't know, he's doing the opposite of what Dom and Griff are doing. He's finding ways to lose games. That's just as bad as as the opposite of finding ways to win games. Sometimes you just can't win a game, Last game I'm going to go over for the week 3, I think would be a decent game. Jug versus the Bills. So Giants-Bills, both going to have pretty decent records by then, at least probably 2-1, 3-1. What do you got, Jeff?
Jug's a tough opponent. But I was just looking at the box score of that Bills Patriots game, and Dave put up 26 and only let BM score 6 himself. I mean, I guess BM's on a roll. Dave's on a roll so far. It's tough to go up against Jug, though. Every time I've seen to play him, except for the last time when his internet cut out on him, he was kicking my ass. So I'm gonna go with Jug.
Okay, fair enough. Jug, do you got yourself?
Yeah, I got myself, man. I've I've given up 27 points the whole season, man. I gotta shut that offense down. I don't really believe in their offense. He's not living out here. He wasn't living when he was with the Eagles against me, so we're gonna hurt him and get him out of there. That defense is gonna be tough, but Odell Beckham's he's gonna do his work, and yeah, we're gonna do work, man. I'll get a trade in too, and if I get this trade, we're gonna be in trouble. Y'all gonna be in trouble.
For AP?
Oh man, that too. I got two trades in.
Hey, who you got?
Well, I played the Bills dude, and he's pretty good. He plays pretty good defense.
Yeah, you played him week one, right?
Yeah, we played week one, and he beat him by a last-second field goal. But he plays good D. He knows how to use his Tyrod Taylor pretty well, like real life. He's not gonna let him lose the game. He thinks of dunks. He catch you sleeping on one play, and then Sammy Watkins or Percy Harvard catch you deep. So I haven't played Jug yet, so I can't come on this game. But just on the Bills dude, I'm gonna say I like his chances.
So I think I'm gonna go Jug too. Could go either way though. Both great opponents. I like Jug. Jug's coming. He's coming hard this year. I got faith in him. I think he's gonna make the playoffs. I think he's probably gonna win the division. It's gonna be hard to beat Jug. I just think he's playing Madden. He's taking this stuff seriously this year. He's coming for you. He doesn't just want to make the playoffs. I feel like Jug wants a championship. Finally. All right, we're gonna go over some stats for the league real quick. Just naming off some stuff. 7 games to be played left this week, and advance is Friday, so we're doing good. Only 7 games left. This is a strange one to me, believe it or not. Bubba is leading the league in passing with Phillip Rivers, 670 yards. Does that blow anybody else's mind that played Bubba?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just that the chart, or that Phillip Rivers himself is. Not that Phillip Rivers isn't a great QB, he just doesn't really have the receiving threats outside of Keenan Allen.
Somehow he is dominating the league. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Also on the list, Pink's Andrew Luck and Jug's Eli Manning. Number 2 and 3 both have 4 touchdowns. Everybody has 4 touchdowns. Even Bridge has 4 touchdowns. He just has a lot less yards. Leading the league in rushing, we got a few people. Tevin Coleman, Jeremy Hill, DeMarco Murray, Giovanni Bernard, all with about 200 yards or under in 2 games. So far, we have 2 rushers over 200 yards, and they are both at 203. So, again, to the struggles of the rushing game. All of them are actually averaging decent averages, though, except for Christian Michael, who is averaging 3.5 yards per carry. He's our 5th leading rusher in the league. So, leading the league in passing. Do you know who that is, Jug?
Yes, Odell Beckham.
Odell.
Go ahead, boy.
Yeah.
Followed by Kobe Fleener. Yeah, somehow. Pink's over there just choosing the tight ends.
Hey, don't sleep on Ty.
Des Bryant's number 3, Kevin White's number 4, Keenan Allen's 5. Throwing the most picks is also Phillip Rivers. So,
That could be why Bubba's in the lead. He just keeps throwing the ball.
he has 4 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, but hey, he's still throwing. Matt Stafford, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Matt Stafford, Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Who'd you play today, Jeff?
I played Cardinals. Carson Palmer threw 3, and then he pulled him for Mike Vick, and Mike Vick threw 2.
Okay. I must say, I didn't see Mike Vick on there.
Yeah.
Or Carson Palmer, whoever.
Yeah,
Tackles, Rolando McClain and Prince Akamora. Nothing serious there. Interceptions leader, Shea McClellan with 7. Carlos Dansby with 4. Did you give him a few of those back?
What?
Carlos Dansby?
No, Carlos Dansby's on Waka's team.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, well, that makes sense then. Drake or Patrick Everwhite. Sacks leader, nobody has more than 3. Kyle Wilson, Jamie Collins, Dante Fowler, Steve McClendon, and Marcellus Darius. Nothing surprising
Kyle
there.
Wilson, the cornerback?
Who? No. Kyle Wilson.
Yeah.
He's I think he's on the Bills.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not Wilson, Williams.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know who Kyle Wilson is, to be honest.
I was thinking it's like a corner or something.
And last, we're going to go over some of the trades that got completed so far. Matt Asiata got traded to the Chiefs for a 5th round. Niles Davis got traded to Waka for Johnny Manziel and Andrew Hawkins. Eric Berry got traded to Griff for Cody Wallace and Sammy Coates. And he also had 2 interceptions in his first game for the Steelers. So.
Yeah, I saw that. He was beast in the first game. Did he win Player of the Week?
Yeah, I think he did. He won it. He won Player of the Week on the Madden, but not on the Daddy Leagues.
Okay.
The Falcons and Packers traded crappy centers. Don't even have to say their names. And then the Bengals traded Ray Maluga and Brandon Tate for some draft picks to the Texans. Saints traded their starting right tackle, who's garbage, and Raphael Bush for Michael Brockers. Decent trade, I guess. Giants traded Shane Vereen and Ruben Randall for Chris Polk or Brian Cushing. I don't know how you got away with that one. I don't know why the Texans. I mean, it was a fair trade. But
yeah.
Why?
I'll take Cushion over those two.
Hey, man, he took Maluga, you know what I'm saying? So he just replaced, man. USC with USC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. And the Broncos got traded for a 3rd to the Rams. So, any comment on the trades?
I don't know if I would have traded for Maluga to trade away Cushing, especially since he picked up Xavier Gooden, who's probably one of the best middle linebacker users in the game. He's got like 90 speed, 90-something jump. I don't know. I just don't see the reasoning behind it because, I mean, Maluga and Cushing are both slow, but Cushing's just the better linebacker.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have traded Cushing for Maluga either.
That was a good deal for me, honestly. It helped me out. I use the middle linebacker a lot, so that helps me.
Yeah, Cushing's not bad. I still got a trade in the works. I want y'all to know that it's gonna be big. It's gonna happen. Dom also has a trade in the works. It's gonna be big. So look for some big trades soon, guys.
I've got one coming too if it gets approved. Might be a new starting QB in Chicago in the next coming weeks.
You do have a trade. I think we're voting on that at the moment. You do have a trade coming. I wouldn't call it big though. I mean,
no, it's not big, but it's new starting QB in Chicago.
Mm.
It's big for me.
My backup is awesome.
Who's your backup?
You guys don't know who my backup is?
Ryan Nassib.
No, he cut him.
Oh,
Yeah, he cut him. Yeah.
It's
Vikings
Tebow
got him
time.
down. Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
that's not Nassib.
Mercy.
Who's your backup now?
Tebow.
God, you got Tebow as your backup?
Yes, sir.
You might as well use him as your fullback.
He might become my fullback eventually.
He's like an 80-something overall fullback if you switch him.
I straight would have picked up Tebow and switched him to tight end or linebacker, like anything.
Well, I've been thinking about putting him at fullback, so yeah.
Well, I mean, Cutler's going to be cut if it comes down to it, because that's $18 million off my cap the second I cut him.
Who's your backup?
I don't think anybody wants Cutler though.
No, Jimmy Clausen's my backup, but if it comes down to it, if I have to start Cutler again, it's just going to be bad either way, so it doesn't matter.
That's true. All right, anything else y'all want to say before we're done for the podcast?
Go Bears.
Go
Prince
Bears.
is going to get MVP on defense if he can get some more interceptions.
Yeah, if Shea McCollum doesn't win Player of the Week, someone had to have had just an absolute monster of a game.
July says he's going to go right at him, so I'm looking forward to that game. He said he's going to go right at him.
If you want to go at him, go at him.
No, I run at that kind of guy. I don't throw at that kind of guy.
I'm going at him. I'm going to go straight at him. I'm play action. I'm not gonna telegraph it. I'm gonna go at him with some trickery. So
some trickery.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna throw slants straight at him. I know that's probably about 5 of your interceptions right there. Am I right?
Actually, only one was on a slant. All the other ones were either on crossing routes or one was a streak that I was just able to catch up to the tight end on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it was one of the slower tight ends. I want to say it was Packers tight end Rick Rodgers Richard Rodgers was pretty slow. I want to say.
Yeah. I'm gonna run some play actions on you, get you a little frozen there. You know. But although, let's be real, my run game isn't really that threatening. So I guess.
I think a small issue with the run game might be speed threshold because it seems that these D tackles are just as fast as.
Well, they are. They decreased all the running back speeds. So
Yeah.
even if I increase the speed threshold, the running backs are still 89 speeds.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Defenses are super fast, man. It's going to be hard. You just got to have good blocking tight ends. Not as many receiving tight ends. You got to have some blocking tight ends.
We'll get it figured out, though. Like I said, as a league, we're gonna get it figured out. Don't worry. We'll do what we can. We're gonna make it a good sim league. So good sim stats. All right, guys. Nice to see you. I'll see some of y'all next week if you join. If not, all right, guys.
Peace.